ॐ नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तमलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। We will see the Sambandha Bhashya for Shloka 4. Mam cha bandhakarane karmanyeva niyojayasi iti vishanna manasam arjunam karma narabhe ityevam मन्वानम आलक्ष्य आह भगवान। Bhashyakara is imagining the face of Arjuna. Vishanna manasaha. He is disappointed. He wants to get rid of karma, give up karma and stay somewhere without karma. But Krishna is pushing him for karma. Therefore, Arjuna is dejected. He is not supporting, Krishna is not supporting his decision. Most often people seek a guru who will give them suggestions that they like. Okay, you don't have to trouble yourself, just relax. It is like a yoga teacher, a popular yoga teacher. If you want to be a popular yoga teacher, you should not give them difficult postures. So, just ask them to do what they can do easily. So, then most of the students will do Shavasana. Then they get a satisfaction. I did yoga. But Krishna is not that kind of a guru. He will not allow Arjuna to follow his likes and dislikes. Instead, he is suggesting Arjuna what is really good for him, what is really beneficial to him. But Arjuna is not interested in doing what is really good for him. That is Arjuna's problem. So, he is paraphrasing Arjuna's thinking. Mam cha bandhakarane karmani eva niyojayasi. Mam, me, bandhakarane karmani eva niyojayasi. You are impelling me into karma, pushing me into karma alone, which is bandhakarana. Karmana badhyate jantuhu. Bandhakarane karmani. Iti vishanna manasam arjunam. This kind of Arjuna. Iti vishanna manasam. One whose mind is dejected because of such a thinking. And then karma narabhe ityevam manvanam. Arjuna thinks, I will not do karma. Karma na arabhe. I will not even start doing karma. Iti manvanam Arjunam. Noticing such Arjuna, alakshya, noticing such an Arjuna, Bhagavan aha. Bhagavan tells Arjuna in the next sloka. So, Arjuna does not know the importance of karma. Therefore, Bhagavan is telling the importance of karma from next shloka onwards. Arjuna thinks, even without performing karma, just by giving up karma, he can get jnana and he can get moksha. Therefore, Krishna tells him, if you do not perform karma now, you will not get chitta shuddhi. And if you do not get chitta shuddhi, you will not get jnana also. If you do not get jnana, you will not get moksha also. Therefore, this is the right time for you to perform karma. Instead, if you give up karma and take sannyasa now, it will be a premature sannyasa. It is like a premature birth. A premature baby may or may not survive. What happens to a premature baby? Sometimes it survives with incubation, etc. Some extra support is needed. But sometimes it may not survive also, if it is too premature. Perhaps in most cases it was not surviving earlier. Now there are medical facilities. Similarly, a premature sannyasa can end up in a problem. The person is not yet ready, and he does not have a proper means to get him ready also for jnana, because he has given up karma. And he has, since he has given up karma, he does not have karma yoga, which may allow him to grow. And he cannot get jnana because he does not have chitta shuddhi. So he is in between. So Krishna is discouraging Arjuna from taking a premature sannyasa. अथवा ज्ञानकर्मनिष्ठयोः परस्परविरोधात् एकेन पुरुषेण युगपत् अनुष्ठातुम् अशक्यत्वे सति इतरेतरानपेक्षयोरेव पुरुषार्थहेतुत्वे प्राप्ते कर्मनिष्ठायाः ज्ञाननिष्ठाप्राप्तिहेतुत्वेन पुरुषार्थहेतुत्वं न स्वातन्त्र्येण ज्ञाननिष्ठा तु कर्मनिष्ठोपायलब्धात्मिका सती स्वातन्त्र्येण पुरुषार्थहेतुः अन्यानपेक्षा इत्येतमर्थं प्रदर्शयिष्यन् आह भगवान् अथवा. So he gives another connection. Already one connection is given, now another sambandha. The shloka can be connected in another way also. ज्ञानकर्मनिष्ठयोः परस्परविरोधात् एकेन पुरुषेण युगपत् अनुष्ठातुम् अशक्यत्वे सति. ज्ञाननिष्ठा and कर्मनिष्ठा, they are paraspara viruddha. Jnana-karma-nishthayoh paraspara virodhat. Since jnana-nishtha and karma-nishtha, they are paraspara viruddha. Jnanancha karmacha jnana-karmani. Jnana-karmani ज्ञानकर्मभ्याम निष्ठा. ज्ञानकर्मभ्याम निष्ठा. ज्ञानकर्मनिष्ठा. सॉरी, ज्ञानकर्मभ्याम निष्ठे द्विवचनम. ज्ञानकर्मनिष्ठे तयोः ज्ञानकर्मनिष्ठयोः. ज्ञाननिष्ठा and कर्मनिष्ठा परस्पर विरोधात्, they are mutually opposed to each other. Therefore ekena purushena yugapat anushtatum ashakyatve sati, they cannot be performed simultaneously by the same person. Ekena purushena, by the same person, yugapat, simultaneously, anushtatum ashakyatve sati, they cannot be performed. Then one might think that any one of them serves as a means for moksha independently. With the teaching so far, one might have an understanding. Jnana-nishtha and karma-nishtha are exclusive of each other. Paraspara viruddha. Therefore, you cannot choose both. You cannot choose jnana-nishtha as well as karma-nishtha. You have to choose any one of them. Then one might think, any one of them may serve as a means for moksha independently, without the help of the other. That is what some people think even today. I am a karma yogi. I will do karma and karma itself will give me moksha. Some people think so. Karma yoga is an independent and a direct means for moksha. Some people have this understanding. And some people think, I am a jnana yogi, I am an intellectual person, so I am a jnana yogi. Since I am intelligent, jnana yoga is suitable for me. So I will choose jnana yoga. I like reading books. So let me do jnana yoga. So he thinks jnana yoga is an independent means for moksha. Jnana yoga has nothing to do with being intelligent. It is not that if you are intelligent, jnana yoga is suitable for you. If you are chubby, then karma yoga is suitable for you. All these are silly ideas. And another person thinks, I like meditating, so Raja Yoga is suitable for me. So even in the class he sits like this. So it is not so. So Krishna is correcting their thinking. Both are exclusive from each other, insofar as performing them together is concerned. That does not mean one is totally independent of the other. You need karma yoga to be ready for jnana yoga. And you need jnana yoga for getting moksha. Karma yoga does not serve as a direct means for moksha. Na karmana na prajayadhanena. Karma cannot lead to moksha directly. But this person is thinking so. Karma can also give moksha, jnana can also give moksha. Now Arjuna might have thought so. Karma will also give moksha, jnana will also give moksha. Then I will choose jnana. Because at least I don't have to fight. It's easy. No much kaya klesha. No much difficulty. Then Krishna says it is not so. You cannot choose jnana all of a sudden without maturity. So, anushtatum ashakyatve sati, when one cannot perform both of them together, then itaretara anapekshayoreva purushartha hetutve prapte. Itaretara anapekshayoho, mutually independent of each other. Karma yoga does not depend on jnana yoga and jnana yoga does not depend on karma yoga. So itaretara anapeksha. Being so, purushartha hetutve prapte. They are purushartha hetus. They are the means of purushartha. Iti praptam. This thinking is possible. Arjuna or any audience might think so. Then Krishna will correct them. It is not so. Karma nishthayaha jnana nishtha prapti hetutvena purushartha hetutvam na swatantrena. So this is Siddhanta. Up to prapte is Purva Paksha. Starting from athava up to prapte is Purva Paksha. No Siddhanta. Karma nishtha. is meant for jnana-nishtha prapti. Karma-nishtha is meant for attainment of jnana-nishtha. And that is how karma-nishtha serves as purushartha hetu. Karma-nishtha serves as a means for moksha. Na swatantriyena, not independently and not directly also. Karma-nishtha cannot give moksha directly. On the other hand, tu means unlike karma-nishtha, jnana-nishtha is karma-nishtha upaya labdhatmika sati. Karma-nishtha is the upaya. Karma-nishtha eva upayaha. Tena labdhatmika. It gains its presence through karma-nishtha upaya. Karma-nishtha upayena labdhatmika. Through karma-nishtha upaya, it gains its presence. Means it comes into being. Jnana-nishtha. It takes birth through karma-nishtha. So karma-nishtha gives rise to jnana-nishtha. Then swatantriyena purushartha hetuhu. And once jnana-nishtha comes into being, then it is independently a means for moksha. Swatantriyena purushartha hetuhu. It serves as the means for moksha independently. Itara anyanapeksha. And it does not depend on karma-nishtha afterwards. Once jnana-nishtha is there, then karma-nishtha is not needed. Jnana does not seek the help of karma once there is jnana. Ityetamartham pradarshayashyan. Intending to explain this point, intending to explain this fact, aha Bhagavan says, the next shloka. Chapter 3, shloka 4. Na karmanāmanārambhāt naishkarmyam purushośnute na ca sannyasanadev siddhim samadhigacchati. Karmanam anarambhat purushaha naishkarmyam na ashnute. Karmanam anarambhat. Just by non-performance of karma, by not performing the karma, purushaha naishkarmyam na ashnute. One cannot get naishkarmya. A purushaha, a human being, cannot get naishkarmya. Naishkarmya means freedom from karma altogether. Freedom from karma. And how do you get freedom from karma? Freedom from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. Freedom from karma is freedom from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. And it is possible only when there is a jnana. Therefore, naishkarmyam means a jnana-nishtha. The word Naishkarmyam means Jnana Nishtha. The status of being free from karma. Karmanam anarambhat. By not performing karma itself, one does not get Naishkarmya. The Uttarardha is introduced as a Hetu for Purvardha. There is a Hetu Madbhava Sangati between Uttarardha and Purvardha. Uttarardha serves as Hetu, the reason for Purvardha. Sanyasanadeva siddhim na samadhigacchati. One does not get siddhi, jnana, just by means of sannyasa. Siddhi means jnana nishtha. One does not get jnana nishtha just by taking sannyasa. Just by taking sannyasa means without jnana. Jnana rahitat kevala sannyasat. Sannyasa without jnana, one cannot get jnana nishtha. See the bhashya. Na karmanam anarambhat karmanam kriyanam yajnadinam iha janmani janmantareva अनुष्ठितानां उपात्तदुरितक्षयहेतुत्वेन सत्त्वशुद्धिकारणानां तत्कारणत्वेन च ज्ञानोत्पत्तिद्वारेण ज्ञाननिष्ठाहेतूनां ज्ञानमुत्पद्यते पुंसां क्षयात् पापस्य कर्मणः यथा दर्शतले प्रख्ये यथादर्शतल प्रख्ये is one reading, यथादर्शतले प्रख्ये is another reading. What is not there? The line itself is not there.
The rest of that is not there. The whole Yathadarshana Prakhye and Pashyat Atmani is not there.
Is not there.
It is Ityadi Smaranat Anarambhat.
Fine. Yeah. So, okay. Ityadi Smaranat. Yeah. So, the whole shloka is ज्ञानमुत्पद्यते पुंसां क्षयात् पापस्य कर्मणः यथादर्शेतले प्रख्ये पश्यत्यात्मानमात्मनि. That is the whole shloka. So there are two readings, yathadarshya prakhye, yathadarshya prakhye. I prefer the reading yathadarshya prakhye. इत्यादि स्मरणात् अनारंभात् अननुष्ठानात् नैष्कर्म्यं निष्कर्मभावं कर्मशून्यतां ज्ञानयोगेन निष्ठां निष्क्रियात्मस्वरूपेणैव अवस्थानम् इति यावत् पुरुषः नाश्नुते न प्राप्नोति इत्यर्थः. न कर्मणाम् अनारंभात्. So by non-performance of karma. And Bhashyakara is explaining karma, what karma is intended. Generally, karma is understood as object, karta, karma, object. So here it is not the meaning. Therefore, Bhashyakara says, karmanam is equal to kriyanam. Here karma does not mean object. Karma means action. What action? There are specific actions, not all action. Yajnadinam, yajna etc. means vihita karma. The karmas that are enjoined in the Shastra. Yajna, dana and tapas. They are meant. Not any karma. I am eating, so I should get chitta shuddhi. Eating will not give chitta shuddhi. So there are certain types of karmas that give chitta shuddhi. Iha janmani janmantare va anushthitânam upatta durita kshaya hetutvena sattva shuddhi karanânam. So iha janmani janmantare va. So karma, when it is performed, it gives a chitta shuddhi. The karma, the vihita karma, when they are performed, they give chitta shuddhi. When do they give chitta shuddhi? Sometimes they may give chitta shuddhi in this janma itself. In this janma itself, one may get enough chitta shuddhi and get ready for jnana yoga. Whereas sometimes it may take more janma. I am doing karma now, but I may not get enough chitta shuddhi now. Nothing wrong in it. I am doing karma now, and it will add to my chitta shuddhi a little bit. And in the next janma also I may continue performing karma yoga, and it will add some more. That is why you find so many people are performing karma yoga. They are doing seva in ashramas. They are doing so much of service. Some are doing so much of japa. All around you will find. Even here and in other places also. So many people are there. They are not into jnana. They have not taken sannyasa, or even if they have taken to sannyasa, they are not into jnana. They are not studying. But they are doing seva to their guru, or they are doing seva to the society, or they are doing japa or puja. What are they getting? They are getting chitta shuddhi. So after such karma, in due course of time, it may be in this janma or it may be in the next janma, or after a few janmas to come, they will get enough chitta shuddhi, and then they will get moksha, jnana. Then they will get moksha. So, iha janmani janmantare va anushthitânam. If they are performed in any janma, they contribute to chitta shuddhi. So, if one is getting chitta shuddhi now, it means he has done karma in many janmas. Some are in this janma, some are in previous janmas. Upattadurita kshaya hetutvena sattva shuddhi karananam. And how do they cause sattva shuddhi? they cause sattva shuddhi. Sattva shuddhi means chitta shuddhi. Sattva means a chitta, mind, not sattva guna. Sattva shuddhi hetunam, sattva shuddhi karananam. The karmas give sattva shuddhi. They are karana, means for sattva shuddhi. And how do they give sattva shuddhi? Upatta duritakshaya hetutvena. Being the hetu for upatta duritakshaya. Causing the kshaya, destruction of, elimination of durita. Durita means papa, which is upatta, which one has incurred in some previous janmas, etc. So, because of the durita, there is impurity in the mind. All impure thoughts are effect of durita. So the durita is removed by karma, vihita karma. That is how they cause sattva shuddhi. Tatkaranattvena cha jnanotpatti dvarena jnananishta hetunam. Tatkaranattvena, being the means for sattva shuddhi, the karmas become means for jnanotpatti. Jnanotpatti dvarena, by giving rise to jnana, jnananishtha hetunam, then the karmas become hetu for jnananishtha. They become means for jnananishtha. Not directly. Even the jnananishtha hetutva is not directly. Moksha hetutva is anyway not directly. Even jnananishtha hetutva is not direct. It is also indirectly. By removing the durita, they give sattva shuddhi. And by giving sattva shuddhi, they become hetu for jnanotpatti. Even there we have to understand, as soon as sattva shuddhi happens, jnana does not come. You need pramana, you need guru padishta vedanta vakya. All those things are needed. So karma is a hetu only insofar as it removes the ashuddhi, the impurity of mind. So before completing the sentence, Bhashyakara quotes from Mahabharata in support of his statement, in support of his explanation of the role of karma in the pursuit of moksha. Karma gives rise to sattva shuddhi, and then one gets a jnana. In support of this statement, he is quoting from Mahabharata. Jnanamutpadyate pumsam kshayat papasya karmanaha. Papasya karmanaha kshayat. By the elimination of papa karma, by the effacement of papa karma, jnanam utpadyate. Jnana arises. Pumsam jnanam utpadyate. Pumsam, not strinam. Pumsam means manushyanam ityarthaha. Jnanam utpadyate. Knowledge takes place. So, and he gives an example also. Yathadarshatale prakhye pasyatyatmanam. Just as adarshatale prakhye, adarshatala, the surface of a mirror surface. which is prakhya, shuddha, clean, then one can see one's face. Similarly, in a pure mind, Atmani, Atmani means manasi, shuddhe manasi, Atmanam pashyati. One understands the Atma, means Atmajnana happens. Ityadi smaranat. So such a smriti vakya. Smarana means smriti vakya. Such smriti vakyas are in favor of Bhashyakara's explanation. Anarambhat is equal to ananushtanat, by non-performance of the karma. Naishkarmyam is equal to nishkarma bhavam. Nishkarmanaha bhavaha naishkarmyam. The status of being nishkarma is naishkarmya. What is it? Karma shunyatam. Freedom from karma. Freedom from karma is freedom from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. And it is nothing but jnana yogena nishtham. It is jnana yogena nishtha. Abidance in jnana yoga. Jnana nishtha. And how jnana yogena nishtha can be understood as naishkarmya. Nishkriya atmaswarupenaiva avasthanam iti yavat. When you have jnana, you abide as the Atma. Nishkriya atmaswarupena avasthanam. Abiding as the Atma Swarupa. Remaining as the Atma Swarupa, which is nishkriya, which is free from actions. You do not identify as the karta and bhokta. Instead, you remain in the awareness, I am the Atma which is free from all karma, which is free from kriya, karaka and phala. You abide as the Atma. You abide in this, the identification of being the Nishkarma Atma. It is Naishkarmyam. It is not a sitting quiet, closed eyes, not that. Closing the eyes and sitting for any number of hours is not going to give Naishkarmya. You can try for ages. Is not going to give Naishkarmya. Purushaha na ashnute na prapnoti ityarthaha. Purushaha naishkarmyam na ashnute. Ashnute means prapnoti. Na ashnute na prapnoti ityarthaha. कर्मणाम अनारंभात नैष्कर्म्यं नाश्नुते इति वचनात् तद्विपर्ययात् तेषाम् आरंभात् नैष्कर्म्यम् अश्नुते इति गम्यते. So there is anvaya and vyatireka. When there is a vyatireka, Vyatireka is a negative statement. In the absence of one, another is also absent. Vanyabhave dhuma bhavaha. When there is absence of fire, there will be absence of smoke also. What do we understand? This is not a very good example. So mridabhave ghata bhavaha. If there is no clay, there cannot be pot. If you don't have clay, you cannot get pot. If you don't have money, you cannot get your work done. What does it mean? If you have money, you can get your work done. Dhana bhave karya bhavaha means dhana sattve karya sattvam. You go to the government office, then outright they say, if you don't give money, it will never be done. What does it mean? If you give adequate money, it will be done immediately. Similarly, when Krishna says, if you don't do karma, you will not get naishkarmya. What does it mean? If you do karma properly, in due course of time, you will definitely get naishkarmya. So, karmanam anarambhat naishkarmyam na ashnute iti vachanat. By non-performance of karma, one does not get naishkarmya iti vachanat. By this statement, what can we understand? Tad viparyayat. As a corollary to this statement. Tesham arambhat. By performing them, naishkarmyam ashnute, one gets naishkarmya, iti gamyate. This is understood. So this is a corollary of the statement. The other side of the statement. Kasmat punah karanat karmanam anarambhat naishkarmyam nashnute iti uchyate. Kasmat punah karanat. Because of what reason? Karmanam anarambhat. By not performing karma, one does not get naishkarmya. Naishkarmyam na ashnute iti uchyate. This question is answered. Karma arambhasya eva naishkarmyopayatvat. Karma arambhasya eva naishkarmyopayatvat. Since performance of karma itself is the means for naishkarmya, without performing karma, one cannot get naishkarmya. Nahi upayam antarena upeya praptirasti. Upayam antarena upeya praptihi nasti. Without upaya, without means, one cannot reach the end. Upeya. Upeya means end, goal. Upaya means the means. Without means, one cannot reach the goal. कर्मयोगोपायत्वञ्च नैष्कर्म्यलक्षणस्य ज्ञानयोगस्य श्रुतौ इह च प्रतिपादनात्। कर्मयोगोपायत्वं नैष्कर्म्यलक्षणस्य ज्ञानयोगस्य कर्मयोग उपायत्वं। कर्मयोगोपायत्वं, कर्मयोग is upaya. Upaya for Naishkarmya Lakshana Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga which is in the form of Naishkarmya. Jnana Yoga which is characterized by Naishkarmya. For that Karma Yoga is Upaya. And it is told in the Shruti also. Shrutau Pratipadanat. Karma leads to Jnana. It is told in the Shruti also. Even Shruti Vakyas are there in favor of this claim. And Ihacha Pratipadanat. The same thing is mentioned Iha here, means in Bhagavad Gita also. Iha means Asmin Granthe, Vyakhyayamane Granthe. Shrutau tavat Prakritasya Atmalokasya Vedyasya Vedanopayatvena Tametam Vedanuvachanena Brahmana Vividishanti Yajnena Ityadina Karma Yogasya Jnana Yogopayatvam Pratipaditam. Shrutau tavat. Tavat, first of all, in Shruti, Shrutau, Prakritasya Atmalokasya Vedyasya. Prakrita means the one that is under discussion. It is a reference to Brihadaranyaka-upanishad. In Brihadaranyaka-upanishad chapter 4, Atmaloka. So this statement which he is quoting, it is under a particular section. And in that particular section, the main topic of discussion is Atmaloka. Atma eva lokaha Atma lokaha. Atma which is called Loka. It is not a Loka. Still it is called Loka. Because Lokavat Praptumishtatvan Lokaha. Since it is sought after by a mumukshu, just like the other people seek Loka. Therefore, Atmaloka is also called Loka. Prakritasya Atmalokasya. Prakrita means in that section it is the topic. It is Prakrita. Vedyasya. And Atmaloka is Vedya. It is something that should be known by a mumukshu. Vedanopayatvena, as a means for knowing the Atmaloka. The Brihadaranyaka-upanishad says, Tametam Vedanuvachanena Brahmana Vividishanti. Tametam Atmalokam. This Atmaloka. Tametam Atmalokam Vedanuvachanena. By the study of Vedas. Vedanuvachanam. By the study, chanting of the Vedas. Brahmana Vividishanti. Brahmanaha Mumukshavaha. The Mumukshus Vividishanti. They desire to know. They seek to know. How do they seek to know? Yajnena danena tapasa anashakena. Yajnena by means of yajna. then dana and anashakena tapasa, by the tapas which is not destructive in nature. Tapas is not destructive, means one should not torture the body to an extent that the body collapses. Anashakena tapasa. Ityadina, by such statement, कर्मयोगस्य ज्ञानयोगोपायत्वं प्रतिपादितं. कर्मयोga, the jnana yoga upayatva of karma yoga. Karma yoga is an upaya of jnana yoga. Jnana yogasya upayaha jnana yogopayaha tasya bhavaha jnana yogopayatvam of karma yoga is pratipaditam, is expounded, revealed. Iha picha sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptukmayogataha yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktvatmashuddhaye yajñodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam ityadi pratipadayishyati. Ihapicha, and here also, in Gita also, later on, Krishna will state several times how karma yoga leads to jnana. Sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptumayogataha. Sanyasaha means the real sannyasa. Real sannyasa is nothing but jnana. Sannyasa with the jnana, karma tyaga, freedom from karma. It is not possible to attain. Dukkhamaptum, difficult to attain. Ayogataha, without yoga, means without karma yoga. Yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktvatma shuddhaye. Yoginah, the karma yogis, sangam tyaktva, giving up sangha, giving up attachment to the result, giving up desire for the result. Atma shuddhaye, for chitta shuddhi, karma kurvanti, they perform karma. Yajñodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Yajna, dana and tapas, they are manishinam pavanani. They purify the human beings. Ityadi pratipadayishyati. All these will be told later on, mentioned later on. Bhagavan will mention this in Bhagavad Gita itself. Therefore, karma yoga is an important means to attain jnana. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.